Welcome back to Broken Arrow. I have finished the American campaign, or at least one of the options in the American campaign. Now let's go for the final mission of the Russian campaign.
Riga will be soon fully under our control, and the United States Marines landing in Pernu has been prevented. We are doing great in the north.
But things are not going great in the South Canal. The Suwalki Gap is wide open and the Americans are bringing more and more reinforcements from overseas. We need to relocate our troops to the south as soon as possible.
There is one last task at hand before we can do that. The USMC rear base in Estonia was not located in Pernu, leaving only one option, Kuressaare. This is the last naval air base in the region. Once we control it, the Gulf of Riga will definitely be ours.
You are too slow, Colonel. And you too, Commander. You had all the cards in hand to make this Estonian campaign a lightning victory. Instead of what? You have progressed like slugs, being overly careful when momentum was the key. And while you took your sweet time, we were losing Lithuania.
Watch your mouth, girl! You filled Battalion's head with your ideas of glorious battles and lightning victory. See where that led him! I am a decorated officer of the Russian army, and the Soviet army before that. War has been my entire life, so from now on, we will do things as I say, and you will sit and watch! Your father was not a goddamn hero. He died like a fool because he swallowed the same pathetic, heroic crap you've been feeding Battalion all this time.
You will pay for those words dearly. I swear it, Colonel Demidov.
Well, go on then. Do your worst. Kuressaare. So this has been the rear base from which the US Marines have been deploying their reinforcements into Estonia all alone. Time to cut off the last head of the Hydra.
Okay, then. Let's do this. What we got?
Our scouts have identified the first enemy strong points around that large mall. Start your attack in this direction, Commander. Meanwhile, I will launch my assault from the left and flank them. We meet at the airbase. Give me the out.
Okay.
Here they are. Get ready for battle.
No joke. Okay, fall back. Take your time. They got artillery too. Okay, let's... Where are they shooting from? Probably there. Alright, I'm gonna need infantry. We can use the high rise. Assuming I can get there. And assuming it's not occupied already by the USMC.
Don't waste time, Commander. Use every asset at your disposal. Our success depends on our ability to advance simultaneously.
You say that as if it's gonna be so freaking easy, Colonel. Alright. Enemy artillery destroyed. Those T-90Ms are doing work. Pity that I only have 2 of them. Okay, gonna call in some supplies. Okay, we got that point.
Excellent work, Commander. You've secured a foothold in a city. Continue your offensive across the swamps. Secure the second half of the city. We'll stage the final assault on the air base from there. Progress is fast on my side. I can transfer some reinforcements from my group. What would be most helpful, Commander?
Thanks.
Every 10 years, someone claims their latest gadget will mark the end of tanks. And yet they are still rolling. Be careful with our new T-14, though they're technically still in field trials.
Interesting. I finally got some real freaking tanks.
The enemy will throw everything they have to stop your advance. And they have plenty of helicopters available. So, make sure to bring along some anti-air units.
Okay.
Cruise missiles incoming from the American ships. Make sure you have short-out coverage to intercept them. And stay on the move to avoid becoming a juicy target. Commander, our aircraft have been engaged by surface-to-air missiles. Air support will remain unavailable until they are eliminated.
Okay. Let's go deal with that.
The Americans are landing reserve forces on the shore. Prepare for counterattacks.
Good.
Enemy air defense neutralized. Great job, Commander. Our birds are at your disposal.
Okay, what we got? So we got... Okay. Very well. Let's see what those armatas can do. Oh, we need... Okay, good. Oh. TOSs. Finally, some freaking real artillery. Let's burn them all to the ground. Heh. All my things are immobilized. Okay. Surprisingly, my tanks are finally paying off. Alright, let me call in a unit of infantry. Okay.
Excellent. The entire city is under our control.
Great.
There is a large concentration of enemy tanks defending the airfield. Let's strike simultaneously from both directions to force them to expose their side armor.
Very well, Colonel. Can we get more stuff? You gave me some really good stuff.
We're taking fire from enemy artillery, Commander. They're closer to your position. Take them out. Watch out! Another volley of missiles! No more artillery for you today, Pindossi! Keep up the good work, Commander! You're ready to attack, Commander? Alright, let's go!
Huh, we got books, tours, you name it.
I'm taking too many losses. I'm pulling back.
Логистика готова. Покинуть салон. Вечеринка окончена. Вылазим, парни. Поехали. Тут засада. На максимальных оборотах. Да, командир.
Oh, BRM, rather.
Быстрый марш. Прикроем наши танки. Т-72 слушай.
Well, that was annoying.
Капусту втихну. Выдвигаемся. Бог войны слушает. 333. Двигаюсь к точке. Пути. Приказ понял, выезжай. Кого надо поддержать огнем? ПВО, докладываю. Ударю громко. БТР на связи. Броня здесь. Принял. Выдвигаемся. Огнеметный расчет на связи. Транспорт на связи.
They're snapping back, clinging to this patch of land with everything they've got. Continue the assault. We'll drive them into the sea.
Уже еду. Катимся. Двигай жопой. ПВО ждет целей.
Okay, what we got in terms of vehicles?
ПВО на связи. Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Приказ понял. Едем. Команда газы. Противовоздушная оборона здесь. Снабжение заказывали. Выпрыгивай. Запускай машину. Давай прокатимся. Двигаемся. Пехота ждет указаний.
Not today.
ПВО
Okay, let's call in some flamethrower troops.
Противовоздушная оборона. Слушаю. Приказ понял. Едем. Заводи мотор.
The American Navy does certainly have quite a few things.
И горизонт озарился пламенем. Пехота здесь. Терминатор на связь. Приказ понял. Выезжаем. Огнеметный расчет здесь. Понял, принял. Едем. Бронетранспортер на связи. Мой грузовик попал под удар. Нужен ремонт.
Yep.
Мы под огнем. Готовы прикрыть танки. БТР на связи. Беги, Лола, беги. Противовоздушная оборона. Докладываю. Работа.
Let's do this. And hey, if it fails,
Уже еду. Пути.
and it likely will fail, I should add.
Легче. Без паники. Это пехота. Мы в огневом контакте с противником. Пиздец, мы в такой замес попали. Сначала граната, а потом ты. Принял. Выдвигаемся. Грузовик снабжения готов к транспортировке. Огнеметный расчет ждет ваших указаний.
It's done. Mission complete.
The air base is ours. The last remaining enemy forces are retreating toward their ships. Don't give them a chance to re-embark.
Это пехота.
The ships are leaving. Don't let them escape. I'm transferring all our anti-ship missile platforms to your control commander. Iskander, scum of helicopters, Tupolev bombers. Throw everything we've got at them. Sink those ships.
Belay that order, Commander.
What? Why would we do that?
This is part of an agreement we are currently negotiating with the Americans. We're letting their ships leave in exchange for concessions.
Добавляемся в зону.
This is just a trick. The moment the ships are out of the range, they will go back on their promises. On the contrary, destroying their fleet would strengthen our position.
Your opinion on the matter wasn't requested, Colonel. The order comes from above, so do your duty and stand down.
Я покажу, что я...
Well, you know what? I doubt that. It's pretty clear you've had your own agenda for quite a while to pursue your pitiful vengeance against me. I rather think that you're trying to trick me into failure and use me as your scapegoat. Destroy those ships, Commander.
Don't do that, Commander. Following this order would be treason. Don't help this imposter jeopardize our negotiating advantage.
Кого надо поддержать огнем?
I'm gonna let them go,
Заходим на проход с бомбами.
but I'm ready to blow them the hell up. Let's call some Iskanders. I like how this mission can be like pretty terrible, but anyway. So we got a Wasp class and an Arleigh Burke. Well, no one's fighting anyone.
The ships are escaping. Do something, Commander! Don't tell me you're siding with this manipulative bitch! Yes, I stole her father's memoirs, but that was more than 30 years ago. Life was tough back then. After the fall of the Soviet Union, the country was in chaos. We weren't eating our fill. I needed the money, and people needed heroes and glorious war stories. So everyone was happy with it, including the higher-ups who knew all along. They let it slide because it served a purpose.
The ships are out of range. Thank you for your trust, Commander. Now the world will know who Grigory Demidov really is. And he will pay for it, believe me.
Перемещаюсь на заданную позицию.
Is that it? Yep, that is it. I've done this mission, by the way, without reinforcements from the Colonel. I haven't done the mission with destroying the ships with direct fire from the coast. Regardless, yeah, that was a bit bloody, but still, not 70 minutes. Jeez, that was a bit long. All the same. Okay, and you get this ending cinematic. I don't think it matters what choice you make in the Russian campaign. It might matter with regards to the American campaign.
After less than a month of conflict, this war that doesn't want to be called a war has already taken a heavy toll on its belligerents. Casualties number in the thousands, if not tens of thousands, provoking indignation among civilians who fail to understand the reason for the conflict. In Moscow, as in Washington and throughout all of Europe, demonstrations for peace are being organized, bringing together hundreds of thousands of people. Special diplomatic envoy Miller, mandated by Washington to find a way out of this conflict, spoke today after talks in Saudi Arabia with his Russian counterparts. Let's hear him speak.
In order to avoid a nuclear escalation between our two countries and to stop this appalling bloodbath as soon as possible, we've succeeded in agreeing with our Russian counterparts, after bitter negotiations, to the establishment of a demarcation line on the Daugava River between what we will henceforth call the northern and southern Baltic states. It will be the responsibility of the newly formed European Army to enforce this line of demarcation, so American troops can redeploy to the Pacific to meet the growing security threats in this part of the world. As a sign of appeasement, we also wanted to ensure that those responsible for this conflict would be brought to justice in their respective countries. Namely, General Bennett, who has already been relieved of his duties and is awaiting trial by court-martial. Lieutenant Colonel Williams, who distinguished herself during this conflict, will act as interim chief of staff during this transition period. On the Russian side, the SVR agent Elena Morozova is expected to serve a prison sentence in an Arctic penal colony.
Huh. So, if you side with the Colonel, he gets sent to prison. If you side with Morozova, she gets sent to prison. Well, I suppose there is a difference right there between the two of them. Alright. Cuisine Sanyat. I'm not finished.